Good morning and welcome to a review of Rent a Girlfriend. Now we're back with another season of season 3, and we're on episode 2, by the way, just so you know. Last week was the continuation of Rent a Girlfriend. Last week was the continuation of Rent a Girlfriend as the start for season 3. And yeah, every character is back. The Kazuya, the Chizurus, the Mommies, the Rukas, and our Sumis. Our Sumi's back. So me and Sumi was watching Rent a Girlfriend. And, we was watching the latest episode, and all I gotta say is this. Props for Minnie debut. Well, no, last week we saw Minnie. This is why everybody loves Minnie right now. Let's cut to the chase. When we put Minnie in the 5, right now in the 5 Rent a Girlfriends, where would we put Minnie at? Honestly, me personally, I'll put Minnie 3rd. I'll put Minnie in my top 3. I got Sumi at 1, best girl by the way. Sumi at 1, Chizuru at 2, Minnie at 3, Ruka's 4th, and bitch ass mommy is 5. That's my order. So, and last week ended in a cliffhanger, like all Rent a Girlfriends ended in a cliffhanger. And with this one here, takes the cake. So let's get right to it with the review of Rent a Girlfriend, season 3, episode 2 review. Okay, so we had our wits end here with a lot of when it comes to Rent a Girlfriend, when it comes to Rent a Girlfriend and a rom-com, what do they all have in common? Well, comments, but what is the most common thing in a rom-com and when you put it in Rent a Girlfriend? 100% misunderstandings. And that's what Rent a Girlfriend has done. So you guys remember last week when Chizuru opened that door and whoop, here come Ruka. And now Ruka I love Ruka, but she could be a misunderstanding ticking time bomb. Like I said, I have nothing against Ruka. I love Ruka, but she is 100% a misunderstanding ticking time bomb, just like Kazuya. And everybody hate Kazuya. I mean, Kazuya does have some moments of misunderstandings, but Ruka, she goes way over the top. The moment she sees Chizuru there, I'm like, oh my God, here we go. And explaining why Chizuru's there, why she's cooking breakfast, why she's making a curry, all that stuff. She is going hard knocks on this thing. But Chizuru, being as she is, mature, that's the thing this is why I like Chizuru over Ruka. You see, Ruka is more the childish type. Like, don't get me wrong, she's good, but she jumps in like a childish would do of a misunderstanding. Where Chizuru she's so mature enough to handle a situation like this. That's what Chizuru is. Handle a situation very misunderstandable, but but Chizuru is so mature. That's what I'm trying to say. So, to explain the situation, not only to let Ruka in, but also Minnie's right there and listen to the whole conversation. Like for real. Now, let's talk about the opening for a bit. They changed a lot. They changed, let's say a little bit. It's like changing the opening is like baking a cake. You already got this layer of a cake. So what you want to do? Okay, let's put another layer of cake, but let's add a little frosting, right, Sumi? We add a little frosting, and then you got another second layer of cake that is good. And what they did is that they added Minnie to the opening. So now Minnie is now part of the opening. And you see her about 2 or 3 or more clips because they changed it a bit now. They changed the image of the opening where they show where she does her WeTube channel, which is the YouTube where we all know that it is. And they show little images, highlights from season 1 and 2. And they show Minnie in her cosplay outfits. She's a streamer and YouTube. She does a lot. But at least they put Minnie in the opening, thank God. So Ruka. So Chizuru and Kazuya tell Ruka everything what's going on to do this for her grandma. And that's what this arc is going to be about, the arc. Also, given the fact that we're at now, I'm going to show you right now. We're on volume 13 of the Rent-A-Girlfriend now, going towards the entire crowdfunding. We're going all the way to the crowdfunding arc. This arc is kind of important. I understand that Rent-A-Girlfriend doesn't have any important. I understand that most people don't find Rent-A-Girlfriend arcs important, but this arc is really, really important, guys. Trust me, you need to be on this one. For real. For real. Anyway, now that Ruka knows about this whole thing with her crowdfunding, making a movie for her grandma or whatnot, it's Ruka now is in this Ruka now is like, okay, I'll help. But again, Ruka is Ruka. So grabbing on to Kazuya. And remember, Ruka loves Kazuya. And she's trying so hard to prove to her, like, I'm your girlfriend. I'm the actual girlfriend. You know, I just hope nothing bad happens to Ruka if she gets dumped. I don't know how this is going to work out. But anyway, after Ruka grabs onto Kazuya, again, the jealousy, Ruka does have a rival with Chizuru. And even though Chizuru don't want to be part of it. But Ruka is like, okay, whose food was better? My food or Chizuru's food? Because remember, Ruka did cook for Kazuya. So she's like, and now Kazuya is still in the crosshairs. Like, I don't know who to make jealous. I don't know who to jealous. I don't know who should upset. Ruka or Kazuya. I don't know what to do. Like, who gets a W, who gets the L, and Kazuya is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He can't decide who's gonna make the other one feel happy. So he's like, oh, your dish is good, Ruka. And, you know, being as Ruka, she's like, I got the point. She got that gloomy eye, like, I got the point. I got the point. Now, let's go to Minnie. Let's talk about Minnie. You know, Minnie's gonna have figures. Minnie is gonna have a lot of figures. She got a lot of catching up to do in terms of merch because she is the best wing woman that she has in the Rent-A-Girlfriend franchise. I mean, literally the best wing woman. For real. For real. I'm not saying Sumi is the best wing woman, but it's like going back, it's like everyone has a wingman and a wing woman, you know what I mean? For Chizuru, it's Sumi, but for Kazuya, it's like it's for Minnie, you know what I mean? It's like that. So when Minnie pulls Kazuya, when Minnie grabbed Kazuya, you know, it's that fan service is right there. Her open button-up shirt, her little mini skirt, and little cat ears. You know, I love characters with cat ears. I don't know why. Wait, can I get my chapter out? Because I want to get this out here. You see this? This is what she wore. I mean, look at this. The cat ears and the open-up shirt. Like, come on. Come on. So one led to another misunderstanding. Again, Rent-A-Girlfriend is a world of misunderstandings. I mean, this is one of them. This is one of them, for real. For real. So once she knows the truth about this whole Rent-A-Girlfriend and and the situation with this crowdfunding thing, you know, I love the emotions that Sumi had. That Minnie is going through right now. I mean, Minnie is just like sad and happy and all that stuff. And she calling him master because she is gonna help. She's gonna help Chizuru and Kazuya with this crowdfunding too. I mean, literally shit. I mean, her room, she's a streamer. She is a freaking streamer, and she collects. And she has a Nintendo Switch. She has a Switch. She has a room full of freaking plushies here. I mean, I wish I had a plushie room here, but still, I got a bunch of figures here. But still, her room is so anime-like. It's so warm and fuzzy. Like, I can't even describe it. And the thing is, I love how Minnie describes this as a harem. Like, and he sees Kazuya's situation more like a harem. I mean, like, you got Ruka, who's in love with Kazuya. You got Chizuru, we all know loves Kazuya, but don't want to say it like that. You got bitch ass mommy who's trying to get back into the trying to get back at Kazuya for no fucking reason. And then you got Sumi, who loves Kazuya in a way that Sumi does, like, don't want to, has feelings for him. And it's getting there. So again, his harem is legit there. And by having someone like Minnie to support him in any way to help him get his confidence back up, Minnie is the one. And Minnie is doing that. Now, the crowdfunding thing is really doing good. I mean, it's stepping up. That it's her movie career is getting there. Now, here's the thing. I know where this is going. We all know, guys, from Rent-A-Girlfriend fan to you, we know where this is coming. We know. I can't even. It's very touching how this is gonna go. It's very touching how this is gonna go. But me and Sumi, we're gonna take it all. Now, again, we're getting her soon, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Our beloved Sumi will come. Trust me. Once that Sumi episode comes in, I'm telling you right now, hear me out, guys. I kid you not. My Sumi bunny figure and everything else is going to be around here because we're going to talk about Sumi. We're going to have a Sumi episode, and by God, we will. It's Sumi we trust. Now, here's the thing. Overall, this episode was good. Not great, but good. I understand it had a lot of dialogue. Don't get me wrong. It did. It had a lot of dialogue with misunderstandings, all that stuff. I get that. But this is what it's like having a show that has a lot of dialogue. Some people don't like that. But having an episode that has a lot of dialogue, it tells you what you're going to suspect in the long run of the Rag franchise, and that's what this episode did. It gave us a lot of dialogue, but these dialogues are kind of important because the fact in this crowdfunding arc, everything is going to be, and this is going to be the most important thing in this arc than ever compared to the others. Trust me, you guys need to see this. And again, with a lot of dialogue that Minnie has now, and now Minnie is part of this whole situation with the Rent-A-Girlfriends and the grandma and the crowdfunding. Now she being part of this. She's 2 episodes already, and she's already part of the main freaking roster. And she's not, and I won't even call her a supporting character. She is in the main roster, guys. She is very important to this in this season than anything. Trust me, she is. Take it from someone who knows this, right, Sumi? Okay. So, next week is episode 3 of Rent-A-Girlfriend. And I really, of the 3rd episode of season 3, I hope that we get an ending credit. Because we still didn't get the ending credit. Oh, I like what they did with Chizuru, putting the headphones and listen to the ending. That's it. But for God's sake, can we at least see the ending credits? I want to know what it looks like. I mean, the opening credits, you gave us Minnie in the opening, but can we, version 2, I call it Rent-A-Girlfriend season 3 version 2, but can we get an ending credit? I actually want to see where this goes. I'm dead ass want to see it. So I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.